Hello! It is currently like 4:45 on Friday morning, and we are going. Where are we going, Connor?
Going to Albuquerque.
Albuquerque! We have a like family reunion, 90th birthday, 70th wedding anniversary kind of a thing going on there. So we are flying out there to this morning. But I have kind of a couple of like big life updates, but I will let you know back when we have more time to talk about it. But I just wanted to start this vlog. So Albuquerque! Hello. It is currently Saturday. I've already lost track of the days. It's currently Saturday morning. Like I said, we flew to Albuquerque yesterday being Friday. We're just like going quite a bit. By the time I had a chance to update, I was exhausted and had a god-awful headache, so I was not in the mood to even talk to anybody, so I was like, I'm just gonna do this tomorrow morning. So we are in Albuquerque. Like I don't know if I said in my initial update, but Connor's family is doing like a family reunion. On his mom's side, they have an uncle that's turning 90, and then the uncle and his wife are celebrating their 70th wedding anniversary. So we are celebrating with them. It's very exciting. Yesterday we arrived. We had a layover in Dallas, Texas, and then we flew from there to Albuquerque. So we arrived in Albuquerque, and then I know Connor desperately wanted a haircut, so we got a haircut. He got a haircut in Albuquerque, and then we met up with his family, the ones that are here so far, and so we had a nice little visit there. And today the plan is, it's a very, very loose plan. We do have, I'm like, my camera keeps shifting, I keep shifting my camera. We do have a dinner with a bunch of the family, because there's more people coming in today. So we have a dinner tonight, and then we do have to pick up Connor's aunt from the airport about middle of the day, and so because of that we don't really have anything like super concrete planned. We're just gonna kind of roam around. There's a couple shops that we wanted to stop at. I personally, every place that I go, I want to visit at least one independent bookstore of that city. And so we're gonna go to one of those today, and then Connor has a record store that he wants to check out, and then from there, I don't know what else we're gonna do. We're gonna kind of just play it by ear today. I'm thinking the rest of the week is going to be a little bit more structured with like solid plans of what to do, but that's the plan for today. And I know in my intro I did say that I have a big life update, and that is very true. I am very I've just a tumultuous amount of emotions right now. Thursday was my last day at the job that I've been working at for the past 5 years, and a whole like just kind of mix of reasons why I decided to leave. The hardest part of that decision was leaving the team that I work with, because I absolutely love them. They are phenomenal. I could not ask for a better direct supervisor or a better just like group of people to work with every day, and I had a very, very hard time saying goodbye to all of them. It was a very emotional day for me, and I'm still like processing the fact that I am like not gonna go back there once I go back home, like Monday, not this Monday, because we're here in Albuquerque through Friday, like through the 8th, July 8th, and so then whatever that Monday is, I'm still like, in my head I'm still like, oh yeah, then I'll go back to work, but I'm not going to, because I have decided that I am going to full steam ahead try out the freelance editing. I also want to kind of write on the side and put more emphasis on that. these are things that I have wanted to put a lot of emphasis in my time on since high school, to be honest. I just have never given myself the opportunity to do so, but Connor and I are in a very good position financially and just like life position wise in order for me to do this now and try it out. So I'm basically going to take a 3-month period where I am testing out the freelance editing, and at the end of the 3 months I'm going to kind of evaluate whether it's been successful or not, like judge whether or not it's like worth continuing pursuing, you know, just in terms of like how many jobs am I actually getting accepted for, and how much money I'm actually making, and like am I actually feeling productive and fulfilled by the end of this, because I had left my job because I was just feeling extremely burnt out. I'm not going to go into details because it's just going to sound like I'm bashing the company, and I don't want to do that. And I was like, okay, something needs to change. So we are going to try this, and I'm very excited. I'm scared, but like in a good way, So that is my big life update. And then what am I reading? So on the plane I picked up Beautiful Nightmares by K.J. Sutton. This is the 4th book in the Fortuna Sworn series. This series starts with the first book being Fortuna Sworn, and we're following Fortuna. She is a nightmare. This is a dark urban fantasy romance. And so she's a nightmare, and what that means is if she has any sort of like physical contact with somebody, she can like sense, she knows what they're most afraid of, and then she can like create illusions of that fear for whoever it is that is her victim. And so she, 2 years ago, her brother went missing. She's kind of been searching for him, but because her brother is missing, she's basically the only other nightmare that she knows to exist. And so one day, a Fey man shows up, and he's like, yo, I know where your brother is, but like, I'm only gonna help you find him if you agree to marry me. And so that's where the first book starts, and we are way past that in this 4th book. This is set to be a 7-book series. I'm not sure how I feel about how this 4th one is starting. I think it may, the fact that I had gotten up at like 4 in the morning yesterday and was just like tired all day may have like hindered my enjoyment of the book while I was reading it on the plane. I'm not enjoying it. I just am like neutral about it, which is unlike how I was feeling for every other book. So I don't know, we'll see. I didn't get very far in it because I kind of kept dozing off on the plane. It's like a 700-page book, and I think I'm reading it on my Kindle, and the page counts on my Kindle aren't always accurate, so I usually go by the percentages. I'm like maybe 15% of the way through, but I'm not enjoying it, but I'm not like ecstatic and super wrapped up in it like I usually am with this series. That just may be because it's the beginning of this book. So I don't really have much to say about it, to be honest. So hopefully as I continue it in a much more like awake and alert stage, I will be happier and more, I will enjoy it more, I guess. But we are gonna head out here in just a short while to the independent bookstore, and then probably pick up Connor's aunt, and then probably go to the record store after that. So I will update you later.
just need some Marty Robbins going.
What are we doing today, Connor?
Going in with the big iron on our hip. We're doing a little bit of bumming around in the Sandia Mountains. So, putzing around for about an hour, seeing what we run into and checking the place out. Who knows, maybe in an hour we'll make it all the way up there.
I think we can do it in an hour.
I doubt it.
No, we can do it. We're doing it. Let's go. Hello again. It is Sunday morning. We are just getting ready. Well, finishing up getting ready. We just ate breakfast. So we just got a couple other extra things to get ready. And then Connor's aunt is going to stop by our hotel. She's staying at a different place. And we are going to go to hopefully 2 museums today before we have a dinner with family. We are hoping to go to the I think it's the National Museum of Nuclear Science and History, because here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, there was a lot of nuclear testing back in the 40s and 50s. And then we're going to probably go grab lunch because we've heard that museum is pretty small. It's a really good museum, but it's just pretty small and easy to get through within like a few hours. So then after lunch we're hoping to go to the Indian Pueblo Cultural Center, which should both be super exciting and fun, and I'm looking forward to it. And then I think around 4 o'clock the dinner reservations are supposed to be happening. So it will be a fun and exciting day. I know yesterday, so we did go through a little bit of a hike on the Sandia Mountains. We didn't go, we didn't have a lot of time. We had maybe like an hour and a half, so we just kind of putzed around for a little bit. We did take one trail, so the family members that live here, their house is actually right next to the start of a trail. However, so we were planning on going to that one, but we had taken a wrong turn and we ended up at a different trail. We had taken a wrong turn, realized we'd taken the wrong turn, and we're like, oh, well, we'll just turn around. And then as we were in the process of turning around, we saw a parking lot that led to another trail. So we're like, oh, well, we'll just take that one. I ended up about 2/3 of the way that Connor went, and then I was like, okay, I gotta stop because this elevation is killing me. I'm way out of shape, which I'm hoping to remedy, or start remedying starting right after vacation. It's been something that I've wanted to work on for quite a while now, and just this whole hiking thing definitely was like the final straw for me. I'm like, this is it. I'm not dealing with this anymore. But anyway, I made about 2/3, and then I told Connor as long as he felt okay to continue going, and I could see him for most of the way, he could go. So he kept going up, and he made it up to the top of what we thought was the top of that section of the mountain. He made it up there, and then saw that there was 2 more ridges past that. And then once he made it up to just the ridge that the first ridge that he made it up to, he's like, alright, I gotta turn around. Because we definitely didn't we came each with a bottle of water, but the fact that we had not been super hydrated beforehand, and then we just aren't acclimated to the elevation here. He was like, alright, that's it. So I was proud that I made it 2/3 of the way that he made it. I did wish that I had made it the whole way, but we will remedy that whole out of shape thing, and start exercising more right when we get home from vacation. That is my plan. That is a huge goal of mine, because it's been something that has been bothering me for a while now, and this was my final straw. Then the funny thing is, when we got We got back and then we cleaned up and went over to the family's house. We were meeting for dinner there. We looked up the trailhead and realized that it was labeled as like very difficult. And so that is maybe part of the reason why I had such a hard time. I'm not gonna lie, a big part is probably because I'm out of shape. We were told that the one that's right outside of that starts right outside of their house is actually one of the easier ones. So we are hoping one of the mornings here, before things start happening, we're hoping to get out really early in the morning and go hike up that one, which will be fun and exciting, and I'm really hoping that we do get that opportunity. But I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. In terms of reading updates, obviously I have not had much time to read while on this trip so far. This is of course only today is the second full day of being here, and we are here through Friday. But I did read just a little bit yesterday morning while waiting for a couple people to get together, and then I did read this morning. I woke up before the alarm and just couldn't get back to sleep, so I read a little bit. I'm definitely intrigued again with this series. I have my interest peaked and I am ready to tear through this book the second I get the opportunity. I don't think this is a spoiler because you don't know the details of it, but it does have this book did have a very short section where we do have the competition trope, which is fun in fantasy novels, but this was my favorite iteration of that, and that is a kind of gladiator themed competition trope, and so that was very intense and exciting, and I think that she did a very good job with it. But yeah, I don't really have much more to update aside from that, so I think I'm just gonna let you guys go, and I will talk to you later. Hello, it is Tuesday? It's Tuesday. So I realized yesterday I never gave you an update. Part of that is because Connor messed up his back really bad. So we had gotten a really late start on Tuesday. Well, not a really late start, but a later start, and we weren't really sure what we were gonna actually do because we were kind of playing it by ear depending on how he felt, until the 4th of July anniversary birthday party that started around like 2:30 or whatever, and so we ended up just kind of finding a coffee shop, and then we found another bookstore, and then kind of putzed around in a couple of like the little shopping neighborhoods for just a short little while, and then we went to the party, which was a lot of fun. There's a lot of people there. Connor and I got really competitive at bags, or some people call it cornhole, and so that was a lot of fun. And then we watched some of the fireworks. Their house is like at a really good position where you are kind of right at the base of the mountain, so you've already got a lot of elevation compared to like the rest of the city, so it overlooks the city really well, and we were able to kind of see fireworks going up from all over the place, which was fun. Today we are going to Santa Fe, which I'm very excited about because there are just a lot of things that are just right there, and we're gonna try to do today. There's supposed to be this really big plaza, which from pictures looks way different and like way cooler than what I was anticipating. I mean, I was anticipating a pretty cool looking place, but the pictures make it look like a legit like plaza, instead of just like a downtown square type of thing. And then we also have a international folk art museum that we're wanting to go to, possibly a couple other museums, so it's going to be really exciting, and I'm really looking forward to it. In terms of reading, I am about a third of the way through Beautiful Nightmares right now, so it's a little over 700 page book, so like page 220-ish, which I was not anticipating having this much time to read during this vacation, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I love reading, and I was glad that I got some time. I guess I was anticipating being on page 200 by the time we left for our flight, and then reading maybe like another 100 pages on the flight or whatever, but so I'm making a lot more progress than I thought I was going to, which is kind of exciting, that I've been able to do that as well. The book is definitely picking up, and I know I said that like earlier, I was like, meh, I wasn't sure how I felt about it. I'm definitely enjoying it a lot. It's gotten to a point where it's gotten back to its very like addictive to read kind of pacing, and there's just like a lot more interesting things that are starting to creep up. I was getting a little worried that we weren't going to go back to like the Fortuna's like dreamscape and that whole storyline, but we definitely went back to that, and it has gotten very, very interesting, so I'm excited about that storyline picking back up. Other than that, yeah, I don't know. We're gonna eat breakfast here. We're planning on leaving around 9, and it's, I think, just a little after 8, so I actually might have time to read while we wait for our time to head out the door. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update on what our plans are, and I will talk to you later. closing out this vlog early, actually. It is Thursday, I think. It's Thursday. Because Connor and I have COVID now, so we'd love to see it. Okay, so before anybody like makes any comments that they heard Connor like hacking a balloon in one of the first clips, like in the back room, I'd like to clarify on that. So anytime we go anywhere that has a different air quality or different like altitude than where we normally like live, Connor's sinuses are super sensitive and they end up draining, and ends up causing him to cough a lot in the mornings as he's waking up and they're draining. It happens every single time we go anywhere. And so that's what we thought that was, because it was it happened the same way it happens every other time we go on vacation or go anywhere. And we didn't think that there was a problem until Tuesday night when we got back to the hotel and I laid down. It just like hit me like a freight train. I was immediately starting to just feel awful, and so then Wednesday morning we took COVID tests and of course tested positive. So Wednesday I literally just slept for most of the day, and I'm feeling a little bit better today. I might get some reading done. I've actually already gotten like a little bit of reading done, but I am gonna just close out this vlog because I don't know how much more I'm gonna get done, and there's not gonna really be anything exciting or fun that happens the rest of the time because we're just sick. So yeah, this vacation ended horribly. Or it's ending horribly. So I'm just gonna say goodbye for now. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you consider sticking around and subscribing. And I will see you at some point in the next video.